Psalm 77 verses 1 through 3 says, "My voice rises to God, and I will cry aloud. My voice rises to God, and he will hear me. In the day of my trouble I sought the Lord. In the night of my hand was outstretched without weariness. My soul refused to be comforted. And when I remembered God, then I am disturbed. When I sigh, then my spirit grows faint." Well, if you're joining us in reading through this 6-month reading plan through the book of Psalms, today's reading is Psalm 77, the title through verse 7, and I encourage you to read that section. From 1631 through 1633, the bubonic plague attacked southern Germany. It was a devastating disease, and the people were at a loss as to how to handle it. To give you an idea of the death rate, the small town of Oberammergau had, in October of 1632, one person per 1,000 per year died due to this plague. By the time March 1633 had arrived, the death rate was more than 20 per month. And during this time, the villagers vowed to God that they would perform a play about the Passion of Christ every 10 years. By the time July 1633 arrived, the death rate was about 1 per month. And in 1634, the first play was performed, and since that time, the play has been performed for 5 months every 10 years in the years ending in 0, like 2020. It is very difficult for people to go through what the world is going through currently with the coronavirus. Many states in the U.S. are in quarantine mode, and throughout the United States, most of the places are not allowing more than 50 people to meet at any given time. People are worried, people are stressed, and one suicide has been directly attributed to the quarantine situation. It's times like this in life that we need to reach out to God and ask Him what we can do to glorify His name. Now, the people of Oberammergau prayed to God and asked Him how they could glorify Him. And He responded by placing ideas in people's minds. And through this idea, the people of Oberammergau came up with this passion play. Now, for almost 400 years, this play has been performed for 5 months during the years ending in the number 0. Even if they only performed the play once a week for those 5 months, they would have performed it a minimum of 10,000 times over these 400 years. 10,000 times people have come to hear God's word and learn the story of Christ's sacrifice and resurrection. Now, we've been presented with an opportunity of a lifetime. People are scared. People are about perplexed and about why or how much a thing is like this is going on and how a pandemic could occur. Now is the time for us to, as believers, to determine what we are going to do so that God's name is glorified through this pandemic. And if you would like a PDF copy of this entire reading plan, please send an email to phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.